James Duke is the clinical director at the Commitment House. The Commitment House has been under operation, or been in operation since 2011. It's a great story. James, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming in. Okay, I know it's tough to do because it's so comprehensive, but if you could, a little synopsis of what you accomplish, your mission at the Commitment House.
Sure. So the mission at the Commitment House is to provide that person-centered level of treatment, right? So we're looking at the individual person. And overall, the goal is to instill the tools that are necessary in order for them to maintain long-term sobriety. And we do that by helping them to change the way that they live and the way that they think, behavior and thinking.
You know, I've met so many intelligent people who have suffered from addiction, and it must be just overwhelming because these people, as I said, very intelligent, you know, great, beautiful thinkers, outside of the box kind of people, and you're going, I really respect you, but this addiction has got a hold on you. What separates your facility from other treatment centers?
So what we do, it is that idea of allowing recovery and treatment to work together. So recovery is all of the things that happen after. Treatment is getting somebody back on track. Instilling some of these beginning kind of tools that they need that they will continue to have to utilize moving forward. And that's where the recovery piece comes in. So almost all of our frontline staff are in recovery themselves. There's a saying that we use, I've been in the hole and I know the way out. Wow. And that's really what it is that they are paraprofessionals. They're people, a lot of them are peer support specialists who are certified. But they have that lived experience of living that addicted lifestyle, and then living a recovery lifestyle today.
I love that expression. I've been in the hole and I know my way out. We're going to take a look at a video here, and I want to introduce you now to Jeremy.
I don't know how many times I was told, why can't you just put your mind to it? Why can't you just quit? And there was many times I wanted to quit. If you haven't been there, and a lot of people don't understand, but believe me, if I could have quit many times before, if I could have done something different, I'd have jumped at the chance. My name is Jeremy Hubbard. I'm 45 years old, and my sobriety date is February 17th, 2013. Drugs and alcohol were just a part of life. It was normal to me. The first time I actually got drunk was with my dad at around 11 years old. Started out as partying, but then it became, just about every day I was high or drunk on something. I wasn't in my right mind. I was at the point where I was not Jeremy. I used to say that, the drugs was the monster until I became the monster. When it all came crashing down, I basically lost everything. I lost my house, vehicles, relationships. Nobody would talk to me. At that point, I wanted to die. I basically was at a crossroads. I had to make a decision, either end up dead or in prison, or go get some help. And I just followed some advice to go to a treatment center in Kentucky that I knew nothing about. I didn't know where Elizabethtown or Radcliffe, Kentucky was. They told me there was a guy named Dennis Barnett. I needed to talk to him. And for the first time in a while, somebody was kind to me. And I needed that. I needed that break because, like I said, I didn't know what I was going to do. And I needed somebody to say, yeah, sure. I was tired of hearing no. I was tired of hearing everybody how bad I was and how bad they hated me. And I still had a lot of issues to iron out, but that was the start. Recovery is a big word, and if you haven't been in recovery, you really don't understand what recovery truly is. It's a family, but it's also tough love. It's, pull you up by your bootstraps and let's get this done, but at the same time, it's, hey, I'm not going to leave you. The Commitment House reminded me that they gave me the tools and the resources and the ability to do something different if I was willing to do it. Life for me today it's pretty unbelievable. If you'd asked me 8 years ago when I walked in the Commitment House if I would be where I am today, I'd tell you were crazy. I wouldn't believe it. I'm 8 years sober, and I couldn't have done it without the Commitment House. If you're in a situation where you want to die, or you don't know what to do with life, and you're lost, treatment's exactly the place you need to be. And when somebody goes into treatment, or I went into treatment, you have all this stuff that floods into your head. The number one thing is, I can't. Maybe somebody else can, because I've tried every avenue. Something that I've learned is, I can't means I won't. Just take that step, ask for help. because help's out there. So no matter how many times you've tried before, there's that one time it's going to work. Just pick up the phone and give it a shot, because all the other stuff will fall in place. I opened up my mind enough, was willing enough to say, maybe I can give this a shot. What do I have to lose? I'm tired of dying. I died my whole life. I knew how to die as a slow death, but today I want to live. And if you want to live, you know, give the Commitment House a shot.
Whoa, that video is heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. You know what I found interesting? You were watching that video, and you were encouraging him while you were watching it. You said, Jeremy's awesome.
Yeah.
So you know Jeremy and what he's been through. I got teary. I was teary-eyed watching that, because that is a man who was the lowest to blow. But look at him today. That can happen.
And that is that's the beautiful thing about being around and about working in recovery and about being able to see these things. Jeremy is just got his master's degree in social work this past May. He's going to be working in the field. You know, being the person that helped him, now he's going to be able to be the person that helps somebody else in a clinical role. And we see this all the time, you know, throughout the day when people come in, you know, these guys and these ladies, they start their day early in the morning. They're up at 6 a.m. You know, we start to instill structure from the beginning. Now, when they first come in and they're going through detox, you know, we take a break, you know, with them and allow them to start to physically heal. But they start that in the day, and they start with, you know, they have chores. You know, it's that life skills piece of it. You'd be amazed how many people don't know how to sweep, or how to, you know, how to clean, you know, a bathroom, or any of those things. So they get a chore. How to make their bed. Making the bed is one of those things that is, it's kind of a hallmark of what we do. You get up in the morning, you make your bed, you start your day being productive, so that you can continue throughout the day and continue to be productive.
It sounds to me like Dennis Barnett, what he does is he starts and just rebuilds you very slowly, and he's got it down to a science where it's not guesswork. He knows what works, and people like Jeremy, maybe a loved one that you know, can benefit from this. So a typical day is, you know, it's pretty regimented.
Absolutely.
And then when people start feeling more confident, maybe a little bit more freedom comes with that. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So as they come, you know, as they come throughout the day, and we have groups throughout the day, we have class throughout the day. They have individual therapy that they go through in the residential program. When they complete residential, they have the opportunity to continue treatment with us and transition to a sober living environment, and they do that's kind of that next level, that step down level. And there is more freedom that comes with that. You know, they're going to outside 12-step meetings. They're going to you know, passes, and on the weekends, you know, they're able to start to meet some of their other obligations. There are a lot of people that come in that have you know, legal obligations that they need to meet. So we help with that. And, you know, talking about being able to see people grow, you know, the program manager for the men's residential, Sarah, she runs our men's residential and she runs our men's IOP program. And I knew Sarah when she first got sober, and now I look out of my office and I see her, and she's on the phone with judges and the Department of Public Advocacy and probation officers.
Wow.
And, you know, she's helping these guys. So that's another thing, is that we know they've got outside stuff going on, and we try to help them address that as well.
Well, please tell your founder, Dennis Barnett, I admire him a great deal.
Certainly
please
will.
tell Jeremy I admire his courage as well. And you too, James Duke. Thank you so much. Once again, the Commitment House. If you have a loved one who struggles with addiction, give them a call today. It is different. Okay, coming up, Don G will tell you what's happening.